So, but now we're here. Now I'm with you, Mike. So it's coming up. It's coming to the time, and we're going to stay away from those two dudes, okay? Or whether or not whether or not Brock Purdy is even going to be ready to throw a live pass. No, you know what? Fuck it. Let me ask you. You're one of my top. You're now my friend. We're officially friends now. We're face to face. You've been seeing my face, but now I get to finally see your face. All right, but no. So we're friends. So fuck it. We got to do it. What are your thoughts, Brock and Trey? Brock being ready. Is Trey? Does all the pushing that you see me do? Does it fucking matter? Has he gotten any better? What do you think? Just a few minutes. Talk about it. I got you live. I got to hear your verbal thoughts on the Brock and Trey controversy.
Okay. Well, here's my take.
Is Brock Patrick Mahomes?
No, Brock is not Patrick Mahomes. Here's my take, and I'm going to try to be as on the fence about this as possible because I'm a Niner fan. I've said this a million times, and I'm gonna say it again. I root for the logo, not the nameplate. Okay.
Let me say my trademark real quick. The name on the front of the jersey, not the name on the back. Boom! I had to get it. Okay.
Exactly. Okay. So we traded the Niners traded 2 picks and swapped another one to get Trey Lance.
That's why he's here. He didn't say 3. I love you, Mike.
Right. So it was a traded 2 and swapped 1. Okay. The guys, whoever you want to blame for his injury history or why he is in the situation he's in year 3, that's fine. Okay. Brock Purdy gets drafted. According to some people in camp, they thought he was the best quarterback in the camp, and that's the reason why we let what was that guy's name that we gave $2 million to last year? Whoever he is, he went to the Detroit Lions. That's why they cut him and gave him the $2 million to walk, and because they didn't want to let Brock Purdy go. Okay, Trey gets hurt, Jimmy gets hurt, Brock Purdy comes in, takes the league by storm, and does a phenomenal job. And then, unfortunately, gets hurt in the NFC Championship game. And here we are again with another quarterback controversy. Now, here's my take on this. My take on this is I would love to see Trey get 4 games. If he goes out there and lights the league on fire, I say we stick with him. If not, then yes, you go back to Purdy. Purdy takes us for the rest of the season, and hopefully he can stay healthy. But in my opinion, I believe Trey gets Nate Sudfeld. That's what I was thinking of. I believe he deserves another chance. And if you look around the league, guys, and I've said this to my friend Brian. Shout out to my friend Brian. He's watching. I said this to my friend Brian, and I said this to other people. The league is going to these big-armed, athletic quarterbacks. Now, I'm not saying Brock Purdy is a statue and he is slow and can't move. He can. I'm just saying, if we were to go to the Super Bowl, and I know the media would have a field day with this, the aesthetic of showing up to a Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes with Brock Purdy just doesn't look fair. I know it's not just Patrick Mahomes versus Brock Purdy. It's our defense versus Patrick Mahomes and their defense versus. But that aesthetic alone, the media would have a field day. Now, if you show up with a guy like Trey Lance, regardless of how he's done so far, just the aesthetic alone, in my opinion, is a better look and would give the Niners just as much an advantage. Now, am I saying Trey Lance is Patrick Mahomes? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is look around the league. Look at the guys who just got drafted. Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, so on and so forth. The league is moving towards these 6'2" and up, 200+ pound and up, 4'5", 40 and lower quarterbacks who can throw the ball down the field, stretch it with their arms, stretch it with their legs, make plays on the fly. And Brock Purdy just doesn't fit that mold. I'm not saying he can't do it. If he ends up being the franchise quarterback, that's fine. All I'm saying is, and especially if you look at the draft coming up, within the next 2 or 3 years, half the league or more is going to be these Trey Lance types, is going to be the C.J. Stroud types, is going to be these guys who can throw the ball down the field, who who will force defenses to not just play the middle like they did with Jimmy, who you can't cheat your safeties up. You got to play the whole field, and those are the quarterbacks that you're getting. Those are the quarterbacks that are coming into this league. So I don't have a bad opinion about Brock Purdy. He did amazing. He did great. All I'm saying is that his type of quarterback is not the trend anymore. So, I mean, in a perfect world, here's my perfect scenario that I came up with. Trey Lance blows up, becomes the Niners' starting quarterback. We trade Brock Purdy for picks or players, and then we get a guy to back Trey Lance up, and Brock Purdy goes in and starts somewhere else and plays, hopefully has a great career and all the best of luck. But in my personal opinion, Trey Lance's type of quarterback is the future.
Maybe Brock Purdy can go and lose to us in the Super Bowl, Faithful. Isn't that a win-win for all of us?